Shalom. Call hello Yahweh by Shema Shai by Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles. Double honors unto the elder bishops of Connecticut. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners, and to the Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm coming at you with another lesson. And what you're looking at is YouTube, the internet. And in 2007, something amazing happened. You know, the men of the Lord, the true men of the Lord, started broadcasting information. And we live in the information age. So now information passes along to people very quickly. So and this truth has gone forth to the four corners of the earth, and you know, and Christianism, plantation Christianity, well, I like to call it Christianism, colonial Christianism, same thing. It's all full of fabrication, lies, and doctrines of men. There's no truth, and the Spirit of the Lord wasn't moving through the earth. Right, since the and another thing that Apostle Ramblab pointed out in his video, and I heard that information from someone else mentioned it before, but Apostle Ramblab most recently broke it down how the churches, with their research, came to the realization that since 2007 there's been a decline in the church. Well, that's the reasoning, because of the Great Awakening. And I find it funny how the media, with this constant lies, as you're looking at some right now on the screen, because they're all brought to you by Pfizer, typically by the same source. It's how you get around running commercials about your products, so you don't have to list your ingredients. You just sponsor every damn body. But all of a sudden, when information is being controlled, other information is no good. And all of a sudden, scholars are no longer honored. Definitions and meaning of words are no longer honored, because anything that goes against the narrative was discredited. And for an example, this book here, Information, The Roman Empire of the Edomite, by William Beeston. William Beeston is a Cambridge scholar. They would pay a man like that, especially a Cambridge scholar with untainted information from 1853. All right? A person like that, under normal circumstances, he wasn't revealing the fact that the Romans are indeed Edomites, that white people are Idumeans. If the book was about something else, it will be greatly honored. But since he brought out that information, so long ago, and he brought it out when he was proud. They were proud of this information. They never expected it to Jacob to wake up or come to this position. That's how proud and pompous and arrogant they were. The Lord put the Spirit on them to write so many books, all right, that now condemns them. And matter of fact, let me grab a quick scripture. And that's Habakkuk 2:16. And it reads, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory." So, there not only is the church is declining, everything in America is declining. As a matter of fact, America's been on a constant decline since about 1969, 1970, fulfilling prophecy. When they went into the heavens, that's will I bring thee down. America's been on a complete decline, and that's also when this truth really came into the earth. Okay? When the truth really came into the earth. And but yeah, like I said, all of a sudden, scholarly information isn't proper information anymore. And I give you an example. Black or dark skin doesn't mean dark anymore when it comes to the Bible. Everything else it does, but when it comes to the Bible, it doesn't mean that. Oh, woolly of the head doesn't mean tightly curled hair, which is a complete lie. As a matter of fact, let's go to Revelation, book of Revelation 1, and let's start at like verse 12, and it reads, "And I turned to see the voice that spake with me, and being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks, not 9. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with the golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, white as snow, and his eyes were a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. And his voice was as the sound of many waters." All right. So some people will say as white as snow, meaning, well, that means it's like white people hair. All right. Or it doesn't say tightly curled. It says like the wool. Well, what people have hair that is like the wool? Okay, and to go to show you that they've always known this, we're going to go to the Winston Simplified Dictionary Encyclopedic Edition, 1933. All right, and let's go to the definition of wool. Let's see if we can read it through the phone like we always do. All right. And you can see it, wool. And you can look down to the highlighted portion. All right. The kinky hair of Negroid people, or the kinky hair of Negroes. Makes it very, very clear. All right. And want to waste time reading the whole definition. So when the Bible referred to hair like wool, right, it also gave you the skin color, brass. When you break that down, it refers to the bronze. What color is bronze? And they still try to deny that. Okay, Revelation 4 and 3, we'll start at verse 2. It says, "Immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, a throne was set in heaven." So same throne that when it says that his skin was like the polished brass, all right, and his hair was like the pure wool. That's in Daniel, all right. But it says, "And one sat on the throne, and he that sat upon like a jasper and a sardine stone, and there was a rainbow round about the throne, and in the sight it was like unto an emerald." Okay, so let's open up another tab and let's go with a sardine. Stone. Okay. Let's pop them up. There you go. So whose people is just ruddy like that? That brownish red, that youthful brownish red. Okay. Now I'm fairly light complected and compared to many, but see, and many so-called black people are a lot darker than me. Okay. So you can't get around this, man. So the Lord, the Lord is cold like that. He proved the point. The Lord was dark. All right. Sardine stones are not light colored stones. They're brown. Okay? And then you have to remember, um, it says his feet were like the burnish, as if they had burned in a furnace. So what is anything looking like when it comes out of a furnace? It's burnt. So the hypocrisy and the denial, the cognitive dissonance is just on a whole nother level here. All right, it's on a whole nother level, and the closer we get to, because it's really bad things happening, and it's going to continue to happen. We're in late December, right before these wicked holidays, which are not holy at all to the Lord. The Lord was born during the spring, and nowhere in the Bible does he command you to worship his birthday either. Okay? But you best believe that a lot of draconian measures are about to be pushed over the next couple weeks, and it's just going to get you can expect more lockdowns, more draconian measures, and things to get really, really bad. All right, and the dollar's on the verge of crashing. You're gonna have riots in the streets, all sort of chaos, rebellion. Matter of fact, there are people protesting even here in America, from Boston to New York to out in California, and it's only going to get worse. As prices are about to skyrocket, we're looking at another crash of the market. So there's a lot of things that are about to happen. Not to mention that thing over in Ukraine, between Russia, Ukraine, and NATO. That's not slowing down. Now we know that it won't go full blown World War III until the digital currency and the device that's connected to it is being instituted to the people, and that's at hand. So this thing is close. All right. So let me grab this. This is Job 20 and 23. And it reads, when he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn, and it cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. And that's those arrows that fly from one end of the earth to the other, that are bathed in heaven and bathed in Idumea. There's no way around this, man. This time is very close at hand, man. All right? And don't get it twisted. It's not some big swole dude like Murph, standing on the edge of the sea, on the opposite side of the Pacific, and just gonna shoot an arrow, and it's gonna land on some fool in Compton. That's not what that's talking about. Those arrows are talking about ICBM nuclear missiles that are going to be fired back and forth across the world, just like you saw in many movies. All right, one of the most recent ones I can think of was when Skynet attacked, in the Terminator movies. All right, let's grab one more set of scriptures. This is 2nd Ezra 11. I'm gonna start at verse 39, and it reads, Hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee, Art not thou it that remainest of the 4 beasts, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them? So that there were 4 main kingdoms, and we're in the last one. We're at the end of the eon, the end of the age of that one. All right. And the 4th came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and have power over the world with great fearfulness. This is also how you know that it's not Iran or Iraq, because it's America that had power over the whole world. What was the world reserve currency, and how did that happen? Who formed NATO? All right. and the EU. All right, it says, and the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were passed, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. And look at now. And so long time dwelt here upon earth with deceit, all the false history, false news stories, fabricated history. It was just Beethoven's birthday a couple days ago, and you seen that very unattractive image that they use of Beethoven, which is false, looked like Ines, the old news broadcaster dude, right? Beethoven, during the time of Beethoven, Negroes were ruling Europe. That's a fact. All right, those are facts. All right, and it says, for the earth hast thou not judged with truth. They've lied about everything. And now we're in the information age, which is how you can go find out about Beethoven and Bach, and many others. All right, they don't like it. They don't like the truth shining on the lies that they've established. All right, and they even have their own saying. Said history is the lie agreed upon or by the victors, or something to that effect. For thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and hast cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm. Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. The highest have also looked upon the proud times, and beheld, they are ended. Behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. And therefore appear no more thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, because you have that malicious head and all your different heads, all right, and especially the eagle being their bird, their image of representation of the Idumean race, and their whole left and right. But guess what? Both those wings are attached to the same wicked bird, man. All right, for you blues and reds, you Dems and you demon credits and you rat publicans. All right. It says, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body, that all the earth may be refreshed, may be returned, and may return, being delivered from the violence, that she may hope for judgment and mercy of him that made her. All right, so the time of these Idumeans is coming to an end. Final curtains. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Abishai by Hashem Rakak Wadash, Wa Abab Abal, Kwam Yasharallah.